So hello everyone, welcome back to my new video. Today I am going to tell you about math class in Java. Java environment has a huge library of built-in classes that contains predefined methods to support number of operations. Such classes are available to all Java programming in form of packages. So for using math operators or math class, we have to initialize a package import java dot math dot star. It is same like taking scanner class. So first we'll talk about math dot power. So in math dot power it is simply math dot power, and as you can see that we will initialize to, so this means that x to the power y. This whole code is simplified into this. It can also be initialized in many ways. So first I'm going to initialize a variable integer x is equals to 10 comma y is equals to 9, and the return type of math.power is double, so I will initialize that double. C is equals to, now I'm going to print C. Now I'm going to run this program. Now as you can see that answer is very long. As you can see that I have put 10 to the power 9, so I'm going to short it and write 2 and 2. Now rerun this program and see answer is 4 or not. Here you can see that it is coming 4.0 because return type of math.power is double. Now I'm going to talk about math.sqrt. So math.sqrt prints the square root of the number given by you. So I am going to give math.sqrt and the return type of sqrt is double. Now in place of 2 I am going to write 9 and answer will be 3.0. Actually I have not printed it. System.out.println C. Now I'm going to run this program again. As you can see that answer is 3.0. That is correct. Now I'm going to write CBRT. So CBRT helps you to print cube root of number given by you. So I'm going to write 27 in place of 29 and check what is the answer. Answer will be 3.0 because return type of SQRT is CBRT is 3.0. As you can see that 3.0. Now I'm going to tell a new math class, math.ceil. So math.ceil returns the smallest integer that is greater than or is equals to the argument. So what is the argument? An argument is a number provided by the user. So in place of 27 I'm going to write 2.7, or it will be double 2.7. Return type of math.ceil ceil is also double. Now I'm going to run this program. As you can see that it is coming 3.0 because 2.0 we round off it. It will come 3.0 because 2.7 is nearer to 3.7. Now I'm going to write floor in place of ceil. So math.floor returns the largest integer that is less than or equal to the argument. Argument again means the value provided by the user. Now it is coming 2.0 because it returns a smaller value than the argument, and in ceil it returns larger value than the argument, nearer to larger, or we can say. Now I'm going to tell you about math.round. Math.round. Math.round returns the closest integer or long as per the argument. If the argument type is double, the return type is long, and if the argument type is float, the return type is integer. So in math.round, it returns the closest value to the argument which is given. So now I am going to run this program and see what is the output. It should be 3.0. 3.0. As you can see, now I'm going to change it to 2.5. Now see what's the value is. It should be 2.0. 3.0. Here you can see that it is 2.0 because 2.4 is closest to 2.0. Now I'm going to tell you about math.abs. So math.abs is like returns the absolute value of the argument. If we have written something in negative, so math.abs returns the positive value of it. Like I have written it as double minus 18.09 and abs. The return type of abs is I have not initialized it. Now we run this program. As now you will be able to see that answer will be 18 instead of, as you can see that answer is 18. Now I am going to tell you about math.max. So math.max is widely used in programs. It returns the largest value. If we have two ways of finding which is the bigger value in numbers. One is math.max and one is in if else. But in if else we have more than two values, but in math.max it is limited to one value. So I'm going to give variable integer x is equals to 18 and y is equals to positive 18. So math.max x comma y, it should return 18. Now I'm going to talk about one more variable as math.min. So math.min, it returns the minimum value of two arguments x comma y. Going to print the same thing, copy this and return the same thing d. Now run this program. As you can see that in math.max it returns 18, and in math.min it returns minus 18. I'm going to change it because it is some confusing, so it will be easy for us to understand. Now you can see that it is coming 18 and minus 1. Now I am going to tell you the last one, that is math.random. So in math.random it is not used in widely in programs, but it is given in examinations or in value return type questions or in simple problems. Math.random. So what happens in math.random? Math.random returns a random value between 0.0 to 1.0. So it cannot be random. Math.random. So I am simply going to print this in this. Now run this program. Here you can see that the output is 0. It is a long value. So it is widely used in. Here you can see that it is varied. Now I'm going to run it. Here you can see that it is varied, but the value is from 0.0 to 1.0 only. So these are the math operators that are widely used in programs. Hope you like the video, and make sure that you subscribe my channel for more interesting videos of Java programming. Thank you.